Going, everybody? See, one person's in here. How's it going, Daniel? Hey, Todd, how's it going? Jay Byron, how's it going? I don't recognize the name Jay Byron, so if you're new in here, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Wisconsin Outlook, how's it going? Peter? Welcome, Peter. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You got a thunderstorm there right now, huh? Adam, how's it going? Welcome. We had pretty nice weather here today. It got a little gloomy this afternoon. It's been pretty warm here all day. I think my wife actually looked at her. I always forget to look at the outside thermometer here, but she just ran up to Subway for supper and she had 68 on hers on her thermometer inside her vehicle. It was all sun here today until 5 minutes ago. Wow. Yeah, at least that'll get rid of a little bit of the snow anyways before we get all that extra snow on Thursday. We're supposed to get quite a bit here. I don't know if all you guys watched the video that I posted earlier, but I'm seeing anywhere between like 13 to 14 inches all the way up to 22 inches depending on what you're looking at. I think it was the National Weather Service said that real close to us is going to get like 22 inches. I don't know how accurate that is, but it seems like for the most part, you know, as far as this past winter is gone, that they've been really accurate with how much we're going to get. That, you know, that hasn't been the case in years past, but this year they're pretty spot on for my area anyways. So let's hope they're wrong this time and we get like a couple inches or something and it doesn't even stick. Thunderstorms now, walleye fishing is hot right now. There you go. Where are you at, Adam? I know we can't fish walleyes here right now. I wish we could. Only a few pieces of ice left here. Where there was giant snow piles. Yeah, that's basically what we got here too now. I did the video earlier, showed one of my main snow pile, my bigger one that I got left, which there ain't much of it, and I shoveled quite a bit of the snow off the top, so it's basically just a sheet of ice there now. Try to get that out of the driveway anyway, so a bunch more snow didn't stack on top of it on Thursday, and then you know, obviously stick around for another month or 2 months or something, who knows. Where I am, I'm supposed to get 10 to 16 inches. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, what I heard this past week that we're supposed to get snow, I heard it was like 1 to 2 inches at first. Like, okay, well, 1 to 2 inches is nothing. You know, a lot of it's not going to stick. It's going to melt right away. Like, give it a day and it's going to be gone. But I didn't think anything of it. And a couple days later, I just, you know, for something to do, was looking through the Weather Channel app again. Like, what the heck is this? It's 5 to 8 inches during the day, and then 3 to 5 that night, and then it's up to 3 inches on Friday now. I am at the borders of New York State, the provinces of Ontario and Quebec, right where they all meet. Had a bit of freezing rain, snow, and just all melted. Overcast here now. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good spot for fishing there. Conto, Wisconsin. Okay. 30 minutes north of Green Bay, along the St. Lawrence River. Crappies are hot right now, but some landings are pretty questionable. Yeah, I need to get out fishing. I want to get on some sucker fishing too, but the rivers are going to be so high. I mean, it rained here all day Saturday, literally all day, and it was a pour, at points. And then yesterday it was supposed to rain all day, but it didn't until kind of late afternoon, and then it was a torrential downpour there for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then it was kind of misty and a little rain here and there the rest of the day. So, and then today is obviously dry, so the rivers are high to begin with, and then we're going to get all this snow on top of it. It's going to be really high. I'm going to make it pretty hard for sucker fishing. I got fishing opener in like a month too, so. How's it going, Brad Burns? Welcome. I need to Texas Roadhouse now. I'll watch later. Bye, everyone. I'm going there on Wednesday, Wisconsin. We'll talk to you later. Fishing is good here, all kinds on the St. Lawrence River. Got a couple of nice red horse at an outlet creek on St. Croix today. Okay. Yeah, now should be the time to go to. I mean, I'm not much of a sucker expert because I don't know if I talked about this before in a past live stream or not, but me and a buddy went. I've never really targeted sucker before that year. It was like 3 years ago. We went and we hammered them. We got tons of sucker that day. We probably caught like 15 suckers or something in the afternoon. And that was the end of April. And went last year around the same time, had no luck. Or maybe it was 2 years ago, had no luck. Last year didn't go, something like that. And then I talked to other people, and they say like the beginning of April, like between March and April, or some people say the first big warm up of the year or something. Who knows? So I'm not real sure on when to go for suckers. Sometimes I catch them, sometimes I don't. Can't wait for opening and fishing. Yeah, well, I'm with you there. I want to get out and do some more bluegill fishing this year and stuff, which obviously you can do right now, but there's ice in the lakes and stuff. But I want to get out and do some more open water fishing. I haven't done it as much in the past few years as I used to when I was younger. So I'm looking forward to that this year. Big time. But opening fishing is just, it's crazy. I usually don't go on opening fishing. I haven't in a few years now. Just because it's so littered full of people, just because it's opening fishing, everybody thinks they got to go out fishing, and then you give it a month or so, then everything kind of dies down pretty good, and you can actually get out on the lake or find a spot to fish from shore. Especially here in my hometown too. It's just people from all over come here, and you can't hardly find a spot to fish. So I think Wisconsin fisherman, he was up here in Chetek last year for the governor's fishing opener with Scott Walker, and I believe Wisconsin fishermen did pretty good on walleye last year during the day. Getting walleye and steelhead ice fishing yet on Chequamegon. I hope I say that right. I know where it is and everything, but that word stumps me all the time. It's not a word we hear all the time over in this part of the state. Check out North Shore Baits on Facebook. The best custom lures, and Paul, the owner, is a class act guy, always willing to help you out. Okay. So I mean, not all of our regulars and stuff are in here, but I figured I'd ask as a thought that came across my mind. Two is we started these live streams like back in November, I believe. I think when the first live stream was the turkey deep frying, and then we've kind of been doing them basically every week since then. We did miss a couple, 2 or 3 weeks there just because I didn't have much to talk about. It was kind of the end of ice fishing and stuff for me for the year. But anyways, do them weekly, and we start them at 6 o'clock. And now that it's going to be daylight longer and stuff, and it might coincide with like supper time, and if you got chores to do around the house or work even or something. I'm not sure that 6 o'clock is the best time for everybody. It really doesn't matter to me. when I do it. Anywhere, between 5 and 9 o'clock, I could probably do one on Monday night. So start them at 8. Bryburn says. Yeah, I could like if you're all subscribed and get the notifications or whatever, you click the bell for notifications. Um, I post stuff all the time. I don't get a ton of stuff on there. It's always regular guys that are commenting on there. But I can make a poll on like which time I could start them, and just trying to figure out the best time, anyways, for everybody. DNR stopped stocking loopers last year on Superior. Yeah, so you guys been outside doing much? Sounds like a couple of you guys are out fishing. Been out doing any work around the house or yard work or grilling, doing anything like that? You like 6? Works good for you? Okay. Yeah, I'll make a poll. 6 just seemed like a good time, like during the winter and stuff, but if we need to change it, we definitely could to get some more people in here. Mark Hertzman fishing. Anybody been watching any baseball? I kind of boycotted cable TV and satellite and all that stuff a few years back, so I haven't been able to watch any because I don't get it on my antenna here at the house because it's on like Fox Sports or FS1 or something like that. I think it's on Fox Sports most of the time. But yeah, I couldn't stand it anymore. I wanted to watch the Brewers, kind of a bandwagon thing because I haven't watched any baseball in probably like 10 years. And it's been killing me to not be able to watch them. So I broke down and got some cable the other days and finally got to watch my first game against the Cubs, and then we got destroyed. I mean, not really destroyed. It was a high scoring game. It ended up like 13-8, but I think I turned it off when it was like 8-4 or something. So I'll be able to watch baseball the rest of the year, obviously when I'm not at work, and then football this fall, obviously. There's a few games during the fall too that I miss, which sucks. I miss like Monday night games. I don't get to watch a lot of Thursday night games for some reason. It's like it says NBC, but it's not on NBC sometimes. A lot of times they'll put some of those games. I don't know which ones it was, but they'll put on NFL Network, and like nobody gets those channels. Cubs fan. Oh, how's it going, Beefy? Daniel says during the summer do 8. Fishing has sucked, but it's fine. Hey, any amount of fishing is good fishing. Get one of those Roku things. Yeah, but you still have to pay for the internet or the cable provider. I assume any of those apps you'll either have to prove your cable provider or pay for a completely different app. Anyways, like I tried MLB TV, which is like $25 a month or like $120 for the entire year. So I just did it for 1 month to see how I liked it. I paid for it, and then lo and behold, the Twins and the Brewers are a blackout in this area. Like I'm right between the two of them. Like how is it a blackout in this area? So I canceled that and said screw it. I'm just getting cable. I was trying to grill out, but got rained out. I had to finish on the stove with a cast iron. There you go. Cubbies. Twins fan. Just an Amazon account. Okay. I'll look into it. If it saves me, I think right now we're paying like $45 a month for this cable, but yeah, if it saves me a couple of bucks, I'll definitely do it. And I kind of ran into the same problem last year with the Packer games and stuff. Those games that I couldn't watch, like I said, and trying to find different apps and stuff that'll let you watch them. It's just a scam, every one of them. Lots of crap coming out about the Packers this past week. I don't believe any of it. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up on that stuff, but lots of dirt about Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. And Mike McCarthy is a class act guy. Whether he's at fault or not, he's still an awesome coach. You know, he's had hundreds and hundreds of interviews in his career, and the only time I ever remember him throwing anybody under the bus was kind of Eddie Lacy. At Eddie Lacy's before his final year there, that he had a long run there in the playoffs and got caught from behind. And afterwards, he said that at his weight, he can't play and he won't play in the NFL at the weight he's at. That was the only time I remember. And he was questioned about Aaron Rodgers and stuff this past week, and obviously nothing bad to say about Aaron Rodgers. And whether that's true or not, that he doesn't have anything bad to say about him, but he didn't say anything, which I thought was pretty awesome. You know, and it's caused more drama than what needs to. You know, it doesn't need to be a distraction for Aaron Rodgers, and it doesn't need to look bad on Mike McCarthy's fault because he's going to be looking for a new job next year. And so I thought that was pretty cool. But all kinds of players coming out of the woodwork talking bad about Aaron Rodgers. And that's all the media ever wants to talk about is the few players that talk bad about him. But there's hundreds of players that talk great about him. You know, doesn't have enough good things to say about the guy. Oh yeah, I have both YouTube and Netflix, that's for sure. This live stream is the best thing. Thank you, Brian Burns. I appreciate that. I really enjoy you guys coming in here and chatting every week. Oh, Anthony says go Bears. Oh man, Bears are a good team. I said that last year. After the first game, I told my Bears friends that Bears are going to have the best defense in the conference. You know, and everybody said that the Vikings have the best defense and everything, obviously, you know, because they had a great defense before. But the Bears are for real, especially after Khalil Mack got signed there or traded there. They're good. I think they might have, I mean, in my opinion, not a Bears fan or anything, and I'm not real close to the team, but I think they might have taken a step back from what they were last year just by the free agent deal there and then losing their defensive coordinator. Vic Fangio. But Chuck Pagano might be awesome defensive coordinator too. I have no idea. But yeah, Hicks a monster. We're gonna beat him again though, Anthony. Well, but we beat him once last year, I guess. That was the best game Rodgers had all year. Was that second half against the Bears? Then the rest of the year he couldn't do that again. Well, it was a lot of the play calling too. All year long, a lot of Packers fans were calling for short, quick passes, you know, kind of like what Tom Brady does and has a ton of success doing it, you know, wins like 6 world championships, Super Bowls, you know. But yeah, they didn't do that all year. It's like 3rd and 1, and I'm pretty sure the only playbook or play in the Packers playbook for 3rd and 1 is 4 verticals down the field and don't hit your underneath man. But yeah, he played great that game. Bet you a walleye? Alright, you're on. Anthony, I'm a Bears fan and Dolphins fan, but both my team. I've had Cutler. Yeah, that's rough, Bart. Cutler was a gunslinger. Gotta respect that though, but yeah. He couldn't do it like Favre did or other gunslingers. He made more mistakes than he should have. Yeah, they lost Jordan Howard. You guys lost. Who else did you guys lose? It seemed like you guys lost a couple corners. And who else? I'm having a brain fart right now. The safety that the Packers signed, but I'm for the life of me can't think of his name. His years with the Bronco were about the highlight, and that's about it. Yeah, he looked like he had a ton of potential, but no, he was the highest paid quarterback in the league for a little while. Because based on his potential, which is kind of crap. Adrian Amos, thank you. Yeah, so you lost, seemed like a corner or two, Jordan Howard, Adrian Amos. Have I done any walleye fishing yet? No, not this year. Walleye fishing's closed right now here in Wisconsin. You can't even fish for them. You can't even catch and release. Season opens, what is it, first weekend of May? First Saturday in May, something like that. Yeah, I think Amos too. He'll May 15th. Yeah, I think Amos he'll help the run defense there a lot too. That was our biggest fault last year. Out of the whole team, our defense was terrible. Our secondary was ranked in the top 5 in the league. Um, Offense, obviously, our red zone offense was bad, but our run defense was almost like in the last 10 in the league for run defense. It doesn't help when Kenny Clark's the only guy in the defense really that is a stud. A couple of the corners and stuff showed nice things, but yeah, middle linebackers being out. Jake Ryan's excellent in run defense. He got hurt. Now he's not even on the team anymore. Hopefully these outside linebackers can help. Kenny Clark, we got to use that option on him. We got like two or 3 weeks left to exercise the option on Kenny Clark. Otherwise, he's a free agent next year. Bears probably take the division. Sad to say. Yeah, they might. They're tough. They're going to be tough to beat. So are the Vikings. Vikings are going to be tough to beat too. The Lions got better too. Free agency. Everybody got better. I mean, I think the Vikings and the Bears might have taken a little step back though, but they're still going to be tough. They're still great teams. You can't even keep any walleyes? Why is that, Bart? Oh, welcome, Pike Lake Kenny. If you guys aren't subscribed to Wisconsin Outlook or Pike Lake Kenny, I know they both got YouTube accounts, YouTube channels there. Go check them out. Thanks for coming in, Pike Lake. We'll get to the questions now anyhow. Wisconsin Outlook said he'd watch this afterwards. He's the only one that asked any questions. Every week I post on the channel anyways if anybody's got any questions for next week's live stream. I usually do that on like Saturdays. And then Wisconsin Outlook's usually the only guy that asked. But if you guys ever got any questions, I always give you plenty of time here in the live stream to ask your questions too. But if one ever slips your mind, feel free to post them on there and I'll read them off here too. So Wisconsin Outlook asked, what is your favorite cut of meat? I don't know if he meant like all kinds of meat, like pork, beef, chicken, all that stuff. As far as pork goes, I would take a St. Louis cut spare ribs would be my favorite. Although the Boston butts, I can do a lot of stuff with a Boston butt, like pork butt burn ends is one of my favorites. But yeah, St. Louis cut spare ribs would probably have to be my favorite. Beef, I would go with probably ribeye steak. Chicken, I like dark meat, so I like a thigh. Just because breast is kind of dry usually a lot of times, and leg that will dry out too, and not much to it. I like thighs. Favorite level of cooking, as in like rare, medium, well done. Like steak, obviously. I mean, I believe this only applies for beef products. Uh, I would go rare on my steak to medium rare. I prefer rare, but sometimes, I mean, you go to a restaurant and you ask for rare. A lot of times it's still medium. But yeah, rare on my steaks. Have you ever tried eating raccoon? That's it for the questions. Yeah, I have had raccoon, but I was really young and I don't have that great of a memory of it. Um, I believe my mom and dad cooked it in a crock pot because my dad was a big coon hunter a long time ago when I was a kid, and he had coon, and yeah, we cooked it in a crock pot, and I remember it being greasy, and that was like my only memory of it. I don't know if it was good or not. I assume it probably wasn't the best because my dad had a pretty good supply of coon all the time, especially in the fall, obviously. But he had a pretty good supply of coon, and I only remember ever eating it the one time, so it might not have been the best. But as you guys know, I mean, some of you might not know, but I used to coon hunt and still run a couple coon hunting pages here on Facebook, anyways. Um, like American Coon Hunters and stuff. I told you guys a story about that before in past videos and stuff. But a lot of guys on there would say that barbecue coon is the best, and you make like a pulled, almost like a pulled pork sandwich, but pulled coon sandwich out of raccoon is supposed to be excellent, anyways. And That wasn't just for like one guy just, you know, kind of trolling and saying that you should do that and have it turn out to be disgusting. Now, a lot of people said that throughout all of those coon hunting groups. So, yeah, coon might not be the worst thing in the world. Who knows? So, yeah, that was it for the questions. If you guys got any more, I've been keeping these to a half hour lately. If you guys got any more questions, feel free to post them below. I'll try to catch up with you guys here. Yeah, Nick Foles is on the Jaguars now. They're going to be better. All the Indians oversteered and ruined the bag limits. You'll have that. Anywhere there's walleye, you'll have that. Yeah, I missed those a lot. A lot of questions. Sirloin steak for Todd. We're supposed to get 10 to 20 inches of snow depending on your area. Yeah. Yeah, it's about the same here. I've seen anything between 13 and 22. Hopefully none. Hopefully they're wrong. We get a dusting or something. Anthony, where's your property? Lake opened up today by you? Yeah, I came by. I haven't been uptown by the lakes or anything yet today, but last night I came through town and the lakes were looking pretty black after all that rain. Did I get the pictures to my email? No, I haven't. I don't think I have. I've been checking up on it too because checking my emails pretty regular too because the ice shack's still for sale, and yeah, I haven't gotten anything. I don't think I haven't even gotten anything on the ice shack either. I had one guy contact me and he was a scam artist trying to send me money order, cashier's check, saying he's gonna have his mover come pick it up and he was gonna send me a cashier's check. I wanted to know what address he should send it to. So I told him to send it to the local police department. That's where I work, and I never heard another thing from him. Anyone from northern Wisconsin? So yeah, if you guys want to buy an ice shack, let me know. The price is negotiable. It needs to go. Seriously. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think the problem is a lot of people sell ice shacks for like $500, and people are just like, well, I'll go buy the $500 one, and then I'll stick $500 into it to make it what I want it to be. Well, there's an ice shack out there that I was asking 15 or best offer, but yeah, it's got a ton of stuff in there. Like the Optima battery alone is $240, so there's a ton of stuff in there, countless stuff. You can go back and watch all my ice shack tours and stuff. The whole covers alone are like $120. There's like $120, $140 heater in there. There's Optima batteries, $240. There's a pretty expensive power inverter in there. TV, DVD player. It's a smart DVD player too. So if you got any kind of Wi-Fi on there, you can connect to Netflix, YouTube, any of that stuff. So if you got like a hotspot on your phone, you can stream all that stuff on the TV. Indoor outdoor thermometers, floodlights, it's endless. All the stuff that's in there, ton of stuff. There's a cooktop in there. Yeah, put it on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace for 1,500, but I'd let it go for 12. I don't even want to really get rid of it. It's just an eyesore in my driveway. I want to get it out of my driveway, and then I could use the money to finish my man cave down here. But like I said before, my wife, she's changing her job. She's going to be starting an in-home daycare. So I'm going to have a bunch of kids upstairs, and I'm going to be hanging out down here a lot during the day because I have off during the week and work weekends, so it's going to be noisy. If you had the room, you'd be interested? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't have a ton of room here. I don't have a whole lot of spots to go with it. It just sits in my driveway. kind of an eyesore, and it's kind of in the way too, blocking off one of the garage doors and everything. Kind of inconvenient. My dad uses it for deer hunting, but he's got another pop-up camper now that he's going to turn into a shack that's smaller, and you'll be able to get in and out of the woods easier than this one. But he's killed a lot of deer out of this one. I've only taken it out ice fishing 2 times. The last time I took it out, we blew the tire, but put a different one on it. Like I said in the video too, the only thing that's not great about that shack is single pane windows. But if you put that Rain-X stuff on there, it cleans it up for like 2 weeks at a time. You won't have to wipe them at all. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, yeah, the tires aren't the best. They're used anyways. The one blew last time. I put a different one on it that was better. You swap me a 30-06. No, we get plenty of ice for it. There's like 30 inches of ice up here this year. I don't know. It's not really, doesn't really fit in my style of ice fishing, and I didn't get out a lot this year because we had the little one born last May, so she was, young this year. So my wife works during the week, and I work weekends, so I have the kid all week long while my wife's at work, and so that made it tough to even get out. And then most of the time I tip up fish. I just sit in the truck and watch flags, So I don't really need the shack so much. It's nice to like take people out and stuff into that wanna jig, but I don't use it. I don't use it enough to make it worth keeping it. I live in Barron County. Yeah, wouldn't fit yours either. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's gotta be the right person. It's a bad time of year to sell an ice shack too. I mean, lots of people are probably wanting to sell theirs and not wanting to keep them around all summer. Um, but I think if I ever get back into after this one, get back into a shack, I'm just gonna go buy a ice castle or something. This thing set up pretty nice though. That, like I said, that heater in there. The first time we ever took it out, I want to say it was like 10 degrees, and on the low setting, it heated it up to 70 degrees in there. And back then, I didn't have any fans in there, and the heater was on the opposite wall at that point. But well, maybe it was on the same wall. Yeah, it was on the same wall at that point. But anyways, there was no fans in there, so it was real warm up by the ceiling and cold down by your feet, and our feet froze that day. But now I got oscillating fan in there that blow all the heat down. It keeps it real nice in there. I've gone out and tested it in the wintertime too. There's no solar panels in there to charge that battery, but that battery in there will last for weeks at a time too. No kidding, like with the lights burning in there and radio going and all that stuff. That thing lasts a long time. Alrighty, guys. Well, we actually surpassed the half-hour mark here. So yeah, I'll be trying to come out with more videos yet this week. I got a couple in mind that I'm going to try to do within the next few days, hopefully before the snow. And we're obviously going to keep doing these live streams. I'm going to post on there what time works best for everybody. We might switch the time, but you can plan on 6 o'clock Central Time, obviously, if you live in a different time zone. So every Monday night, anyways, we're doing a live stream.